Alrighty, hey guys. This is the very first video I'm doing here. Um, so yeah, I'm a truck driver. I used to have my own company, but now I'm working for Sky Peak Transport, which is a company based out of Vernal, Utah. And we got some pretty large rides. Well, right now we're up in, I think it's pronounced Glendive, Montana. And this is my truck. Um, I, I kept the original number from when I originally had it in my company. It's 567. I call this truck the Legend. We're still waiting for the decals to come in, but right now I have the US DOT number and everything like that on my paperworks. But yeah, like, we gotta have that put on there, and we gotta have the truck number put on there, Sky Peak Transport. But yeah, we're just getting going here. This truck originally had a ISX Cummins, and it was okay. We had it deleted, but uh, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to go for an N14 Cummins, but there wasn't one in my price range, so I ended up settling for a 6NZ Cat, which is what I like. I like these. These are good engines, so let's fire this thing up. Another thing, when I first had the truck, it had 9-inch straight pipes, and I would have kept them, but DOT officers had kept on burning their arms, so um, I didn't want to hurt any more DOT officers, so we ended up going to 7s, so he can be a bit more careful. So this here is a triaxle Mack pneumatic dry bulk trailer, um, which I like running these. A lot of times you'll see me running flatbed or flatbed B trains, but today I'm running pneumatic. But let's hop up in the cab and let's get rolling. All right. So right now we're just rolling with the windows down. It's about 84 degrees Fahrenheit here. Alright, so we're getting on the highway. We're going back to Vernal now. So once we get on the highway here, we're going to close the windows. But we're just getting up on the highway here. And we'll close the right window first. Yeah, so a little backstory on how I made the switch. I used to run a lot of logs out of Oregon. Big logging and forestry company. Did a lot of heavy haul too. Basically, we did a lot of stuff. We had 4 trucks, which I brought all over to the Sky Peak Transport. So yeah, I run a lot of different rigs over the time. 3 Peterbilts and 1 Kenworth. The Kenworth is my favorite. Eventually I want to sell the 1 Peterbilt and get another Kenworth, but this 6NZ pulls really good though. I love it. So also got a really nice Jake brake. And we're getting into some rain here. One thing that was a big change from the 9-inch pipes to the 7-inch pipes was the sharpness of the exhaust. And the 9-inch pipes, it was a lot throatier. 7-inch ones are a lot sharper sound. But we'll pick up when we get further down. I'll pick up probably in the mountains here. I'm gonna cut back in here. We're just a little ways down the road now. One thing I noticed, we also changed the diffs. Sitting at 70 miles an hour with the ISX would be sitting at about 1500 RPM, whereas with the Cat I'm sitting at 1450. It's a little bit nicer, getting a little bit better fuel mileage. If I switch to my economy here, we're getting about 4.1 miles per gallon according to the dash computer. The ISX we were getting 3.0. So we're getting a lot better fuel mileage for being at a lower RPM. Plus we don't have really near the amount of emissions stuff that was on this engine, so it's a good truck now. Even better than it was before. Like, I loved it before because we had the DPF deleted off of it and the DEF deleted off of it, but we still had the EGRs and stuff with the 9-inch straight pipes, and it still kind of was a bit of a dog on fuel. Now it's a little bit nicer. Having said that, my 389 glider, it has an N14 Cummins in it. That's why I was looking for an N14 Cummins. And it gets about 4.1 or 2 miles to the gallon. And it's pre-emissions, so personally I like it better. But that's just personal preference. Alright, so we're starting to get into a little bit more hillier country, a lot more forestry area now. Looks like we got some construction ahead. We'll see here. Not sure if we're coming up on construction or not. It's been a minute since I've been down this road. Ah, this is probably it here. Giving myself a bit more RPM, so if I need to hit the Jake brakes, which I probably do, can slow it down quicker. Yeah, it's definitely a big, whoa, there's a big haul truck. It's definitely a big change going from the ISX to the Cat. And another thing, it's also a big change going from the 9-inch pipes to the 7-inch pipes. You would think the 9-inch pipes would be louder, but they're really not. Because there's not as much back pressure, they're really not as loud. They're just deeper and throatier. Whereas the 7-inch pipes, they're a lot louder because it's a lot sharper of a sound. The loudest ones I've ever heard though were 8-inch pipes. Really, the 8-inch pipes is usually the loudest ones, from what I've seen at least. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a camera on the step outside and a camera on the roof. I'm going to be coming by these trucks here. Because they're a little bit slower. So I think we're coming into Billings, Montana soon. I love how this Jake brake sounds though. It sounds a lot better than anything I've ever heard. And then down there on the left, there's a truck stop, real big truck stop. That was one of my favorite places to stop in one night when I came through here in my Peterbilt. I was hauling a John Deere 9R to Glendive, Montana. So, that was a nice run. But I'll pick her up when we get to the mountains again. Alright, we're probably going to have to pull into the way station up here. Yep. So I'll let you guys hear the Jake brake on this truck here. I'm going to pull in probably behind this truck here. Alright, this is going to be a good crack. Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go in, give them the DOT number and everything like that. So we gotta go in the office. They probably don't want me filming that, so I'll be right back. Alright, just getting back into the truck here. Roll out here. See, if we had the DOT number and the VIN number on the side of the truck, we could just drive up. They could sway us in, give us a green light on whether we could go or not. But can't do that because we don't have the DOT numbers and stuff like that. So, but we're doing all right. I love truck driving though, it's a lot of fun. Another thing with this cat, this is a 500 horse cat. It doesn't take very long to get up to speed in this truck with this engine. It pulls really good, which I like. But I think we're starting to get into the mountains now. I'm pretty sure that was the last scale before we get into the mountains, so. We'll be there pretty soon, I assume. Once we get to Butte, Montana, though, it's going to be pretty plain Jane scenery after that, so I'll probably pick up in, like, Idaho Falls or something like that, or maybe something along those lines. I assume I'm going to have to go, I'm going to be out of hours at 9. I think I can make it to Idaho Falls before 9. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my e-log, but pretty sure it's at 9 is when I run out of hours. I try and keep it regular for the time, so no matter what, I'm always getting done around 9-ish. I'm not a big fan of driving at night, so... And I do a lot of long haul. Obviously, I'm based out of Vernal, Utah. But I come to Montana a lot. I was going to Washington for Colville. Dispatch had me going there a lot. Dispatch had me going there quite a bit, and would go up to Ontario, Oregon, and Burns, Oregon, places like that. When I first joined Sky Peak, I went to Roswell, New Mexico quite a bit. That's a pretty interesting place. It was quite a shock, though. Quite a almost culture shock, if you will. Going from Bend, Oregon, which is where my original headquarters were, and then going to Vernal, Utah. That was a bit of a change, but I got tired of trying to run the company and everything like that. Figured I might as well let somebody else be my boss. So that's what I did. I'm enjoying it a lot more. So when you got all the paperwork and trying to figure out loads and different customers and everything like that, basically all the bull crap, it takes the fun out of truck driving. I'm a trucker, I'm not a businessman. I was never made to do that. Pretty soon we'll be doing loads from Price, Utah to Sterling, Colorado, hopefully. Hopefully by the time I get back to Vernal, pick up a load, or pick up a flatbed, go into Sterling, Colorado. So yeah. I think once we get to Butte, Montana, I'll probably call her quits on the video. I think. Always get over for those, if there's an accident or if they have somebody pulled over, always move over for those guys. They don't need a truck coming along and almost hitting them. Just shut the cruise control off because we are going to be working. I'm going to put her into low range. I'm going to shut the Jake brake off too so it's not screwing us over when we're trying to downshift, because I think there is a bit of a grade up here. Open the window up just a bit so you guys can hear the truck working a bit. Yeah, this truck is actually gaining speed up the hill. With the ISX, you'd be losing speed like crazy. Wow. Alright, now we're starting to lose some speed. Not near as bad as those other trucks, though. People ask me, why do I love an 18 speed so much? That's why. Even if sometimes you don't use it, you can still, when you get into hills like that, it's nice to have that extra set of gears. I could probably get away with a 13 speed in this truck, but I was a bit worried there for a second. I thought I had to move over to the left lane. I could see there's a truck in my mirror, so I was a bit worried there. Coming into Butte, Montana. There's a rest stop just on the other side of Butte we'll stop at. Because I don't want to end the video while I'm driving. I want to stop and do that. Yep, rest stop. It's actually a port of entry, I think, which we might have to still stop in there anyway, so. Alright, we'll shut the Jake brake off because we don't need to bother the officers in the DOT station here. So it's now 81 Fahrenheit, so we've lost a few degrees here. We give ourselves quite a bit of room here. We're going to park on the left side here. Alright. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.